Brian Burkheiser, I hope I said his name right, ex-vocalist of I Prevail, is being suppressed by the band, not allowing him to release music under a new project. Ladies, gentlemen, theys and dems, happy Tuesday in it! Past week or two, news has been really dry, but goddamn, it's only Tuesday and I'm struggling to figure out what I want to talk about. There's so much news. But today and tomorrow's video have something in common, which are developing stories. All right, this is stuff that's just coming out, so make sure you're subscribed so I can keep you up to date with what's going on. Now, I Prevail parted ways with Brian, their clean vocalist, and has been replaced by Dylan, the band's guitarist. They parted ways about 3 months ago and released this statement here. You could pause and read it yourself, but basically they say it was a tough decision, but it's the right one for this time to part ways with Brian. Now, my headcanon was the reason for the departure was probably something revolved around Brian's Eagle syndrome. Homie's in and out of surgery due to this rare condition to where, in English, he got a long bone growing through his neck. And it's like pressing on other bones within his body, so it could cause like severe pain in his throat, his skull, or his neck. So I'm sure you can imagine the frustrations that come with this, being in a band for the band, but more importantly for yourself, especially as the vocalist, where you're pretty limited on how much you can sing and move. A few weeks after that I Prevail statement, Brian spoke out on his own Instagram by posting this. Behind the scenes, life got hard. The music industry is taxing. I was homesick. I had surgeries. I showed up for everyone but myself. So yeah, he wasn't doing too hot, both mentally and physically, but the breakup seemed mutual. Didn't seem like there was any bad blood until a day ago when Brian posted this on his Instagram. Due to an unresolved dispute with my former band I Prevail, I am being blocked from releasing my song Phases, as well as other new music. I'm deeply disappointed, but I'm doing everything I can to move things forward. I want to thank my family, friends, and most importantly, my fans for their unwavering support. Brian, aka SCATTERBRAIN, which is his new project name. Now, this blew the fuck up. All right, this was crazy news. As a result, I Prevail is now getting absolutely shat on through Twitter and Instagram, just social media in general. Like, you could just pause whenever you want, take a look at what people are saying. Here's their Instagram comments, like, holy shit, hashtag free Brian is a thing right now. The fans are basically asking, like, what's going on? What's this about? They're just filled to the brim with questions. Here's the thing, I don't think I Prevail has anything to do with blocking Brian from releasing his music, unless they assisted in writing these songs that Brian is planning to release. It's not really in their power to say whether Brian can like release something or not. I think this is more a Fearless Records issue, which is the record label I Prevail is under, and so is Brian, rather than the band themselves. Because a lot of record labels are known for having an exclusivity clause, which basically means no matter what Brian puts out, it has to be through Fearless Records. Obviously, depending on the contract, it's like, yeah, I Prevail is signed through Fearless, but so are the band members individually. So when this happens, somebody splits up, they still owe Fearless Records X amount of albums or EPs or whatever the contract states. And as we now know from Brian's older statement, he doesn't fuck with the music industry right now. So I'd imagine it's just a frustrating thing for him. So if this is the case, I think Brian kind of fucked the band here, even if we reread the statement, right? Like if we go back to the statement, technically he didn't really blame the band. Like, let's reread this bit here. Due to an unresolved dispute with my former band I Prevail, I'm being blocked from releasing my song Phases, right? He's not saying, hey, because of I Prevail, right? Like, he's not exactly blaming them. He's more so saying like, hey, because of my involvement for the band, or sorry, with the band. So yeah, he's like technically not blaming them. He's just mentioning that they're involved with his suppression of releasing music. And I could be completely wrong. This is just how I'm reading it. But whether it's intentionally or not, the narrative is, what everyone is going with is, I Prevail, specifically the band, is the reason why Brian can't release shit. I Prevail are the ones to blame here, and they're getting the heat for this. And since this was posted, Brian didn't correct this narrative or clear anything up in any way. So things are still in the air and gray. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I Prevail is the reason. Maybe Brian is pointing the finger at I Prevail, which is why he hasn't said anything. But if I Prevail isn't to blame, then this is kind of like weird how Brian isn't clearing the narrative, as if he's like, hey man, maybe they're not to blame and people are pointing the fingers at them and they're getting shit, but listen, I'm mad at them anyway. All right, let me be petty. But you know what's not in the Aaron Gray? You know what's not petty? Join in the Discord, link in description, because it's filled with people like you and I who are into cool music and gaming. So you'd think that I Prevail would make some sort of statement by now about this, whether it's like, hey, it's not our doing, or you guys need to understand what's actually going on, or like, just release some sort of damage control or have some sort of explanation about this. But it's radio silence. All right, they're actively posting on their social media like other things, like promotional things, but not saying a word about this whole situation. But people are mad at them for that, but it's like, you kind of got to be understanding, right? I don't think I Prevail has anything to do with your social media. You got to keep in mind, this is a massive band. Like, look, check out their monthly listeners. How many do they have? Almost 5 million, bro. They got damn near 5 million monthly listeners. These motherfuckers aren't taking control of their social media. Their record label is, or some sort of social media manager connected with Fearless Records. I highly doubt, I would bet both of my nuts on the line, that they're not the ones that are engaging with you guys in the comment sections. They're not the ones liking people's shit. They're not the ones posting and commenting. They have some sort of management team, social media management team taking care of all that. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case for their personal Instagram accounts. I went through each one to see if anyone like personally said something in their personal account. No one said dick, but here's the thing. All of their Instagram accounts look the fucking same. So here's a glance at all of their Instagram accounts. They all have like the same profile picture damn near. It's the same aesthetic, obviously trying to promote their album, but they all post the same shit. None of this is like personal posts like, hey, I'm chilling with my mom. I feel like their personal shit is also ran by some sort of managers. So they're not just gonna post something that isn't a PR statement. All right, they're just not gonna be like, post on the story like, just so y'all know, we got nothing to do with Brian's shit. Like, of course not. They have to post something that's like a PR driven. They gotta make sure that it's like crafted perfectly and somebody goes over like everything they said, probably including lawyers, just to ensure that, you know, they do the best they can when it comes to damage control. It's either that or they're going down the ignoring strat, which is just don't mention shit, don't say a thing, and it'll eventually just go away. Because if they do say something, it is going to drive more attention to this story. Now, again, this story is developing. I'm sure that some sort of information is going to come out like extremely soon, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think I Prevail is deserving of the heat? Do you think Brian meant the band is the one suppressing, or the record label? Just overall, give me your thoughts. And I'll be sure to update you guys either with a standalone video, but if it's like not enough information for a standalone video, I'll just like, I'll be sure to mention the update in the next upload somewhere. Your boy ain't really trying to post a 2-minute video, but with all that being said, like, sub, and click right here, because yesterday we spoke about the music venue that threw fireworks at a homeless guy. Spoiler alert, I actually interviewed the guy that did that. It's a good video.